So I actually am very happy to have a Lenore of a 5 iron
Actually,
frenzy.
we pronounce it Leanor.
Yeah,
Good to see you,
yeah.
Mike.
So I always kind of like to start out with just like kind of our like background in music. So kind of like what was your kind of like lifestyle? Kind of like I'm growing up with music.
hmm I grew up in the countryside and my mom was going to college. So at night, my dad would hang out with me and we had a music room. Our house had a den and we had a piano, saxophone, trumpet, percussion instruments, record player, and my dad would mostly play Motown and we would jam. We would dance and sing and jam and play music. And at 9 years old, I was 9 when he got me my first saxophone from a pawn shop. So that's kind of how I started playing. And then I joined the school band in, I think, probably seventh grade.
Yeah, like that actually is cool on kind of like how you got started because like kind of like one of my questions was kind of like how you got started playing with the sax and especially with like being in a band like Five Iron Frenzy that has like horns.
hmm Yeah, so my dad grew up in a church called Foursquare Church, which is kind of like Salvation Army Church, and they play horns in their churches. So
Yeah.
my dad grew up playing trumpet, and my uncles played saxophone, and so did my grandpa. So church and music and horns all went together. So it was pretty fun when I got asked by the guys in Exhumator. They were a heavy metal band. Some of the guys in Five Iron were in a band called Exhumator, really awesome heavy metal band. And they asked if I wanted to play saxophone in their side project that was ska. And so I said yes, of course.
Like that is kind of cool, kind of on kind of how you guys met.
hmm Yeah, so Micah, the guitar player in Five Iron, he's my cousin. So we knew each other, and I used to go to their concerts when they were Exhumator. They were heavy metal, and Reese had really long hair. Like the singer of Five Iron, he had long hair. Micah had long, kind of big hair. Just really awesome music. And I used to go to their concerts.
Like coming for me, like it wasn't quite the same, but like very similar.
hmm
Like there was always music around the house, like no matter if it was like sometimes we would be listening to like Led Zeppelin
Yes.
or maybe like one day it'll be like Motley Crue or like it
Well,
was just
how old are your parents?
uh like kind of like in their like late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah, so they like that classic rock.
Yeah,
My dad's a little older. He's in his mid 70s, so he definitely liked mostly Motown, like the Temptations, the Four
yeah.
Tops, Stevie Wonder, all that stuff.
So it was kind of like bands like that. So I kind of grew up with like this like not like collage, but like it was kind of like all over the place. Like
hmm
also stuff like the Beatles to like
Yes.
R&B to like
Do you play any instruments?
yeah,
What do you play?
like it's primarily drums.
hmm And how do you know Badger? Badger drums. That's how I met you, I think, at a Five Iron show.
Yeah, so it was through like the whole like drum community.
Oh, cool. Nice. I think Andy in Five Iron is one of the best drummers ever.
Yeah,
He's so good and he can do so many styles.
yeah, and kind of like and like kind of one of the genres that I kind of grew up with what is ska.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I kind of grew up like listening to like Goldfinger or like No Doubt or like
hmm
the Boss Tones.
Yes, yeah, very fun.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. Have you heard Operation Ivy? It's
Yeah.
more punk rock ska. Yeah, I love it. That was probably one of the first ska bands I really loved. No horns, except for one song, I think, but so good. So
Yeah.
punk and ska. I love it.
Um, what like do you have any like kind of like with the amount of years that like Five Iron has been around, do you have any
Mhm.
like favorite songs that you like to play?
Yeah, so I think it's really fun to play songs that are hard because it makes us look good. There's a song called New Hope, and the bridge, the horns are really fast. Like at the end, they go like really fast. And Brad has to play trumpet, and or Brad, Dennis plays trombone, and I play saxophone, and we have to be, we call it in the pocket. That means playing really tight, really perfectly. So it feels really good when we've practiced a lot and the horn lines just like butter. Also, my evil plan to save the world. I'm not good at solos, so I don't like the solo part, but I love just the other horn lines. They're really fun. Um, yeah, I think it's just fun playing difficult parts live because I think it looks good. Sucker Punch is really fun to play. Da 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 da. Just really happy. And I also like songs like Cool Enough for You, because all the horns are kind of doing different things. And that's fun too, where they're all doing different things, but it makes one kind of cohesive sound.
It actually just made me think. I saw a it was a interview of it was Danny Elfman
I'm a huge, huge Oingo Boingo fan.
that,
Huge, yes.
and especially like all the movies that he's like
Mhm.
orchestrated over the years, and
So many.
he was talking about I think it was when he did the first Beetlejuice,
Okay, yeah.
like, and especially like doing like the horns, because
Yeah.
like all those big bands are used to like having like a swing,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but like
Hmm.
they had to be like right on,
Yes.
like the way
Yes.
that
And
he like the way that the whole like music sheets were written.
mhm. I'll give you a secret. So when we play our concerts now, after we got back, so we were a band, we started in 1995, and then we stopped being a band in 2003, but then we got back together in 2011. When we got back together, we bought these things called in-ears. So they're molded, they're headphones that are molded to our ears. So you go get your hearing tested, first of all, which is so important. Then they put this putty in your ear. It feels so gross. And they take it out and it hardens and they send it and get you an earplug that actually blocks out all the other sound. So when we're playing a concert, the crowd can't hear it, but we can hear metronome. So we even hear words like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we all come in. So
Yeah,
it makes us look really professional and good. Um, Plus, on our phones, we can get our phones and decide like how much drums I want, how much guitar, how much saxophone, how much re-singing, so that it doesn't exhaust me when we're playing because drums are very loud.
that definitely is like no matter if I like if I'm like in the audience watching a show from like the
Yeah.
crowd, or like being like on like the side of the stage, or like I have noticed like on how like loud drums are,
Yes.
even if you're like having like ways to like dampen them.
Yeah, and it kind of makes sense why in some churches, I don't know if you've ever noticed, they put like the plexiglass
Yeah,
around drums. Like there's certain places where they
that
put the plexiglass. And Andy will always say, "Don't put me in a cage."
that like the church that I'm a part of, like they
Mhm.
do have like the clear. It's
Yes,
almost like a
exactly. The
box.
plexiglass, don't they?
Yeah, and it has like a almost like a roof on top.
Well, they made a roof for it too, huh? Because
Yeah,
usually the top is open, I think.
yeah.
So another thing is I learned how to play guitar. It took me so long. So I really think guitarists have a hard uphill battle. It was hard for me because in saxophone, your hands are working together to make one note. But
Yeah.
in guitar, your hands are doing two different things, two hands, two things. And that's what I did during COVID. I spent the time learning how to play a child-size acoustic classical guitar. So the strings are nylon, not hard steel, so they
Yeah.
don't hurt your fingers as much.
But, like I have like played guitar before. It's like especially like after a certain amount of time, especially with those like steel strings,
Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
like the tips of your fingers.
Yes. And that's why I bought a baby Taylor. It's a beautiful little guitar, but it hurts. So that's why I started with the classical guitar. It's a lot easier to learn.
Yeah.
How old were you when you started drums and how did that come about?
So I was probably about like kind of probably like 12 or 13.
Okay. And was that the first instrument you chose, or did somebody encourage that?
It was actually originally like I originally started with guitar,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but like also like my uncle plays guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So there was has been a guitar around in like some form or another.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
that
that's
was
what
kind
people
of
do. Family members want to make sure everyone has an instrument that's different
yeah.
so they can play together.
But I think the reason why I started drums was like I always was tapping.
Yeah. Well, that my son started on drums too, trumpet and then drums, because high energy, why not, you know?
But like definitely had have taken like lessons,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
like also have like learned by ear.
Yes. And do you have to do the paradiddle fills and all of
Yeah.
that?
Like
And he has a practice pad. And even though he's a professional musician and we tour all the time, he will still bring it and he will still do warm-ups on his practice pad in the hotel room or behind the stage.
like like one of my favorite drummers that I've like have had like luckily I've had the chance to see.
Hmm.
It was a Neil of a Rush.
Oh, yeah. Yes, of course.
Like
Yes.
even after the decades that he played, he still
That's
practiced.
awesome. I saw their documentary, and what I loved about it was they're not really rock star type people. They're
Yeah.
academic, they like to drink wine and talk philosophy, and they laughed because they said our band is very boring. And that's kind of like our band. We're dorks, but we just, like to have a good time, hang out with each other, just laugh. We're not really big partiers, just kind of dorky. And I think a lot of ska bands
Yeah.
come from that background where we used to really like to play Scrabble. We had a Scrabble ring and we'd get really competitive with our Scrabble games.
I actually just watched a uh not like an interview, but like it was like an interview slash lesson with Alex of Rush.
Nice,
And
nice.
he was it was an interview with Chris Shiflett of the Foo Fighters.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, very cool.
And he went through on how to play the solo for our Limelight.
Wow.
And it's like and like he even till this day, like he still feels like he's
Hmm.
not that great of a player.
Sure.
But like he still feels like he always could learn.
Yeah, I think that must be true about everything, right?
Yeah,
Well, and especially because technology changes a lot too,
yeah,
which is kind of cool. They're always creating new things that we can learn and do. Um, I, for a while, was really into heavy metal too. I used to watch Headbangers Ball on
yeah,
Ricky Rackman, and there's a band called Tourniquet, and Tourniquet and I think Dream Theater too. Those bands had double bass pedal.
yeah.
And that just blew my mind. I'm not into hardcore as much, but I like some stuff that I think would be considered hardcore. I don't know, have you ever heard like a band called Avail or Hot Water Music? They're
The
kind
first
of they're more like positive hardcore bands,
yeah.
but they're kind of I don't know. I don't know all the names. And it used to make me laugh because you can hear there's speed metal, there's death metal, there's grunge, there's punk, there's so many different genres. And I don't know any of them. Micah and Andy and Reese, all those guys, classic metal, new metal, and then what was it? Post rock.
Yeah,
All these styles, I really don't know. It's okay. I just know what bands I like. I don't
yeah,
know what category they go in.
yeah.
Glam metal, maybe glam.
Like, kind of same thing. I haven't been able to keep up with all these like different like genres.
hmm What are like five of your favorite bands?
Um, Definitely Rush would be one of them.
hmm
Skillets,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Switchfoot.
Yes. And I'm good friends with the
Yeah,
Switchfoot people.
yeah.
Good friends.
Um, like this probably wouldn't be like a band, but like a solo artist. But
Mhm.
like one person that I kind of grew up listening to was James Taylor.
Yeah, okay. Yes. Yes, yes. These are great. These are
Yeah,
great. I grew up with a lot of Santana.
yeah,
He's a great guitarist. Um, I also grew up listening to a lot of, yeah, I think Stevie Wonder would have been one of the big ones. Uh, One band that I started learning more about as I got older, and I really appreciate, actually not a band, it's an artist, is Johnny Cash.
yeah,
I listen to Johnny Cash a lot when I'm doing cleaning at the house because it's relaxing. But he has a particular album I love called God. And he does a lot of the older gospel songs, but also some new, very provocative, powerful songs.
yeah,
And he always has a different perspective. And have you ever heard of his album, recorded in Folsom Prison?
yeah.
I love it. I love it.
That definitely is such an iconic album.
Yeah, I know. And I also like, there are Christian bands that I like too. I really love Switchfoot.
Yeah,
There was a band called Stavesacre. They're still around. And Mortal, that's an industrial.
yeah,
And they did Fold Zandura. Jerome, in fact, is the guy that plays keys in Switchfoot. Jerome.
yeah.
He used to be in a band called Mortal. And I have his autograph from when I was a teenager. I asked him to sign an autograph and he wrote, "To Jeff the Girl," because that was my nickname back then. Um, I really like Bleach. They're amazing
Yeah,
people and a good band. Um, yeah, and then there's different bands too, like Sixpence None
yeah,
the Richer with female singer, which is
yeah,
awesome. Do you like some bands with female singers?
yeah. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, this is a band that's not like relatively new, but like
hmm
they have been around for like a number of years. It's a band called where they have like a female singer, but it's like one of those like metal bands.
Oh yeah, there are some. Yeah, there's some metal girl
Yeah.
singers.
I can't recall the name.
I don't know either, but I
Yeah,
know at Furnace Fest there was a lot of women
yeah,
singers, and I liked the band Cranberries. You
yeah,
remember that song Zombie?
yeah,
Those are powerful, powerful lungs that woman had. Yeah, she's passed away, but she can really sing.
yeah.
Yeah. I can't do that because I will definitely get a sore throat. Yeah, definitely. Do you sing at all?
Just more on like a kind of like when I'm like listening to music, but not as like
Sing along.
yeah, just not as like a profession.
Yeah. Well, I got the opportunity to record one album where I sing. It's called The Fast Feeling. And I'll send you the link when we get done and you can see what you think. It doesn't sound like me because we used a lot of effects. So when my voice is singing, they put it into the computer and they add reverb and a lot of effects. Um, the style of it is kind of like Blondie
Yeah,
or kind of like not Billy Idol, but kind of like 80s. I would say the
yeah,
style is like a new wave pop kind of band. Do you like
yeah.
that stuff at all?
Like I kind of somewhat grew up with like Blondie.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so it's we're trying to sound kind of like back in the day music. And it's
Yeah,
Scott. Scott plays bass in Five Iron Frenzy now, but he's one of the main songwriters. And it was his band. And he just started writing songs and I started singing over them and we made a band. And Andy plays drums in that one too. So I'll send that to you, okay?
yeah,
You can hear Andy's drums. You'll know. There's a few songs where it's electronic drums, but you can tell when it's Andy.
yeah,
Really powerful, really fast. I think drummers have a signature style, don't you think?
yeah. I actually saw a interview. It was on Conan,
Hmm.
and he actually had a Ringo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's like, and he was talking about on how like he definitely talked about that like drummers having like their own kind of like
Mhm.
vibe, but
I
like
think I think the best drummer. Do you know who Stuart Copeland is?
yeah,
The Police.
yeah,
That all those tiny little like symbol things that he does.
yeah,
Like everything, every little thing she does is magic. Or some of those sending out an SOS, how he would change the beats all the
yeah,
time. And it does have ska, don't you think?
yeah.
Reggae and ska in there.
Like
So good.
it, it's this like online like drum lesson
Hmm.
place,
Hmm.
and it's a place called Drumeo,
Okay.
and like one series that they did was where you try to guess the drummer just by the drums. So they take out guitar, bass, vocals,
Hmm.
keyboards, and it's just the drums.
That's cool. Is it fun?
Yeah, and it definitely is a challenge. But like
Yeah.
as soon like, and one of them was Stuart Copeland.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I, as soon as I heard like the first like two bars,
Yeah.
like first like
You
one or
know?
two bars, I knew it was him.
He's got a very signature style.
Yeah,
I wonder if I'd be able to recognize Lars. I bet I could recognize Lars just because I listen to a lot of Metallica.
yeah,
So, but there's not a lot of drummers. I mean, maybe the guy, and I don't know his name, but Rage Against the Machine, that's a pretty
yeah.
cool drum sound too. Now, have
And
you ever tried any of those interesting instruments like bongos or timpani or auxiliary percussion? Have you ever
yeah,
tried xylophone, anything like that?
like I have done like some like bongos or like kind of like
Hmm.
stuff like that.
Hmm. My son was part of marching band and he had a marimba, which is just like a xylophone, only they're plastic, they're not steel.
Yeah,
And it's the kind of thing where each, they're holding these, but each of these has two, and they have to go really fast. And he loved it. I think they call it drum corps. So he was
yeah,
part of the drum corps in high school, and he loved it. And it's just fascinating to watch. They did the music from the movie Dune.
yeah.
So that was cool.
The drum corps is not easy.
No, no. In fact, my daughter right now, she plays tenor saxophone, and this whole week is the week before they go to state championships. So she goes to school starting at 7 a.m. After school at 3, from 3 to 7 p.m. she has band every single night. So it's a commitment, when you want
Yeah,
to be. And now what's funny to me is those bands practice way more than Five Iron Frenzy.
yeah.
Way more.
That like so like one of my favorite drummers so it's Ray Luzier.
What style is there?
So,
What band?
so like he's probably best known for he spent a number of years playing with David Lee Roth,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but like back in the like late 90s, early 2000s.
Hmm.
But ever
So they would
since
just call it rock,
yeah,
like a rock band.
but ever since like 2005 he's actually been playing with corn.
Oh, so heavier rock.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
nice.
like while he was in high school, he did drum corps. And
Mm,
like he said his like drum corps teacher used to be in the military.
yeah,
So it was
yes.
like you had to be here at this time,
Mm-hmm.
or like you had to follow like these like very strict rules.
Yep, that's how drum corps started.
Yeah.
In fact, they have the color guard, and so the color guard traditionally were girls, but now guys and girls can be color guard. And so sometimes they have the flags, but they also twirl batons, but they also twirl, it's kind of weird, but they twirl these guns. They look like guns, but they're shaped like guns, like big guns, but they're made out of wood. And it harkens back to the day when the military would do it, and they spin them and then throw them and catch them, and it's amazing, and it has to do with all the regalia of the military bands.
Yeah.
So fun. So my daughter, her band is called Rhinestone Cowboy. You know that song? Like a rhinestone cowboy. Anyway, it's pretty cool. They're wearing hot pink and they have hot pink hats, cowboy hats with glitter bulls on them. So everything is bedazzled and really flashy and fun. And I can't remember what song they do, but they do a Dolly Parton song and they also do Old Town Road in there. So it really gets the crowd
Yeah.
going.
That, I actually have to check that out.
Yeah, yeah, marching bands
Yeah.
competitions are very
Yeah.
cool. So, what is your favorite way to listen to music? In the car or live or AirPods or in a room with a bunch of friends or while you're taking a shower, soundtrack? What is your favorite way that you love to hear music?
Um, like I kind of have like a few different ways.
Hmm.
Like definitely, of course, like live music,
Yeah, yeah.
but also like I kind of do have like a place where I can like listen to music through speakers.
Do you have good speakers?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But
That makes a
like
big difference.
yeah. But like I'll also like listen to music on like headphones or something.
Hmm. Yeah, I that's my favorite is headphones on the airplane. Because music really makes the time fly by
Yeah.
and it really brings on a lot of emotions when you're just sitting in the airplane and kind of contemplating life. Maybe it's night and you can see city lights or maybe clouds in the day and you just have a lot of thoughts and it it really allows me to just honestly relax and enjoy my thoughts.
Yeah.
I think it's hard sometimes though to be a musician because sometimes I'll listen to something and the mix will frustrate me. It didn't used to, but like that's really tinny, or wow, that's a lot of reverb. Or when you're listening to something that wasn't recorded well, you might have an opinion. Like for Five Iron, our first albums, when we recorded, we used some room mics on the horns, but it makes it more echoey than I like. And so the tight, even though we were playing really perfectly and tight, it almost has a little clap back to it.
Yeah.
And it's the tiniest, but it makes me crazy. Certain things like that, you know?
Yeah. Like I'm kind of like the same way, like especially with like being like a musician, like I hear
Hmm.
things differently.
Hmm. Yeah. Do you mostly hear drums then when you're listening to music?
Like I definitely do hear things from like a rhythmic, like
Okay. Yeah.
like
Rhythmic.
no matter if it's like drums or bass or congos or whatever.
Okay. Hmm. And some of the guys in my band talk about how they're really interested in lyrics. Like Reese is very interested in lyrics and this and the concept of a song, the story or the concept. And some people, like Scott and Micah, they're really more listening to the music part, like
Yeah.
the overall vibe. Do you listen to the lyrics too?
Yeah.
I do too. I like lyrics. The album Hello Hurricane,
Yeah.
I love that album. I
Yeah.
love that Switchfoot album. The lyrics, they're powerful. They go all
Yeah.
over the place. And when I saw them perform that concert, Hello Hurricane Live, it was almost like a play.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they really had a lot going on with the lights and everything.
Yeah.
Have you seen Switchfoot play
Yeah.
live?
Yeah. I actually saw them last year.
Hmm.
It's actually at the event that they have called the Umbrella.
Okay.
So so the Brum essentially like helps raise money for like homeless kids.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
And when I saw them, they actually happened to play Hello Hurricane.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Switchfoot is very talented writers and
Yeah.
performers too. And they're just nice people too.
Yeah.
And can you believe they used to open up for us? I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
I have to let my dog come in. My dog is scratching at the door. But I do want to send you the Fast Feelings so you can listen to that.
Yeah.
And then since we're talking, let me ask you a couple more questions. Did you listen to Five Iron when you were younger, or when did you first hear about it?
Like I did not grow up like listening, but like
Hmm.
probably maybe like within the past like 10 years.
Okay, so newer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any particular songs that you like?
Um, prob probably one of them is probably Every New Day.
Yeah, that's a special song,
Yeah.
don't you think?
Yeah.
That's a very, very special song.
Yeah.
That song, um, you know how sometimes there's a gift that is just the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And for all of us in our band, we definitely feel like that song was given to us as a gift.
Yeah.
Like maybe we wrote it, but not really. Not really.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that at the end of the day, I really hope that that song lives on beyond our band, you know?
Yeah.
It's gotten me through a lot of difficult times. And I think the lyrics and the music are what makes it important
Yeah.
because the subject of healing hands, have mercy on our unclean souls once again. Jesus Christ, light of the world, burning deep within our hearts forever. I mean, it's just awesome.
Yeah.
And freedom means love without condition,
Yeah.
without a beginning or an end. It's just
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. Yeah. Well, thank you for chatting with me today. I
Yeah.
had a great time being on
Yeah.
your Fireside podcast. And
I
I appreciate it and just want to thank you and encourage you to keep doing this. This is
yeah.
great.
I actually had I actually had a good time.
Good, good.
So I very much appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye, Mike.